a floating city, and the other floating city. This is one of the 100 cruise liners that sail through Venice every year. On them, thousands of passengers, a boost to the city's tourism industry. But along with the tourists, these giant ships bring with them a wave of criticism.
Local authorities say the cruise liners provide a much-needed boost to the economy, but a growing number of Venetians say they are just too big for a city built for gondolas.
In September, angry Venetians tried to stop one of the cruise liners from sailing into the city. The protest's organizer, Matteo Secchi, says the ships are an eyesore and threaten the city's fragile ecosystem.
We don't want the cruise liners to sail past St. Mark's Square because we fear there could be an accident. They also pollute, and they displace a lot of underwater sediment in the lagoon.
But local authorities say that cruises bring in the city's coffers almost $400 million a year, keeping the economy afloat. The city's opinion is divided.
I don't mind them, and in the evening they even look pretty with all their lights on.
Imagine if the same happened off St. Mark's Square. It would be a disaster.
Retired Captain Emilio Gamba has been sailing in Venice for decades. He says the protesters' argument won't hold water.
I think that it's crazy in this period of real crisis, because people losing a job, in this moment somebody thinks that it's possible to stop a passenger vessel through Venice. This means more 5,000 people will lose jobs.
With the city's opinion divided over whether to look away for the sake of the local economy, the choice really is between the devil and the deep blue sea. Claudio Lavanga, Al Jazeera, Venice.